I was looking earlier for some Christina matches. I was trying to see if anyone had these interesting Christina comps that they were actually winning with. Unfortunately, that's not really much of a thing. However, I've learned today that Teshar is kind of a thing that you can win with as long as he's 300 plus speed. So this guy is running a 300 plus speed Teshar and Kaki comp. If you notice, Kaki doesn't do as much damage as he usually does because, oh, they're all ridiculous speed. Gemini is on Swift, Teshar is on Swift, Kaki's on Swift. They got the 33 speed lead. Absolutely ridiculous. And his opponent, those units have very, very, very high base speed. His opponent didn't realize that he was going up against a Teshar Kaki, everything on Swift 300 speed comp. So let's see. We're not going to see all 300 speed comps, but let's see who else is actually winning with Teshar. So this guy now, Teshar in C3 against that player that has 1,700 points with triple LD5s. I love to see Teshar against triple LD5s. It makes my day. So ignore defense over there. Let's see how much. Wow, that is a lot of damage. It's definitely not a Swift Teshar. Just ping, 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 ping. Just the littlest amount of damage on there. That's ridiculous. I love to see that. That's fantastic. And then Teshar's just finishing the job. There is the demon though, so the demon's gonna come back from the dead. Do they have enough attack gauge to actually survive that, or is Demon gonna do crazy demon things? Because Demon can do crazy demon things. Okay. Demon gets Madness Judgment. 2 units on the field. Please tell me Teshar does crazy Teshar things. Okay, Ragdoll is down again. Beautiful. This is fantastic. What a great showing we saw. Next match, same guy as the last one on the right-hand side. He's going with a cleave, as opposed to what? Like, what else are you using Teshar in? You're using Teshar in a bruiser team, or using Teshar in a control team. He gets the demon through. If he wins this, he's gonna have to change his name if he keeps winning. Teshar does enough damage to obliterate the light monkey, doesn't come back from the dead because the wind demon is there. So Nana basically does nothing. Can he take... Oh, poor Teshar. I mean, Teshar doesn't have amazing base HP or tankiness. He does, however, have great speed, great attack power. Can't revive. I think at this point, that's just game. They wait for an open... Well, they don't even have to wait for an opening. I was going to say they wait for an opening to bomb the Riley, but they don't really have to because as soon as the Kali snipes her, it's done. Both of these don't look like Teshar comps. They both look like Bruiser comps. Goes in with the Teshar. A full water team. Okay. Okay. So this was an interesting, I don't know what I'm looking at. This seems like a wacky comp to use Teshar. He almost took down the Miles, but Beth is gonna have a hard time here. They have only a little bit of sustain with the Molly, but I think that actually might be just enough. I think that might be just enough because Teshar's still going to do some decent damage. He's going to, like, Amelia, as soon as she gets the defense buff off, if she's in human form, she could take a decent amount of damage from that Teshar even without a defense break. So, this is not going to be a fast match, is it? Not going to be a fast... Oh, hold on. Does Beth go down? This guy's using Beth. He's using Teshar. This is a great comp, guys. This is a great comp. All right. Teshar doesn't always have his skill 3 AoE available. It is on cooldown unless he kills with it. Is this going to be enough? Please, Teshar, go crazy. He didn't go crazy. I don't know. I don't actually remember what the cooldown on it, the number of turns it is. But... he's eventually gonna so that's the cooldown right there. He's eventually gonna obliterate things. I think that the Molly is actually enough to tank out everything, unless the Camila starts critting and critting and oh yeah. See, I told you. Even without the defense buff being off, still did a decent amount of damage to her. Still took her down because her HP is decreased in human form, so he doesn't really have to worry about a defense break if she's much squishier. So, there you go. 2 hits. 2 hits, no attack buff, no defense break. Just 2 hits in human form with Teshar's high base attack. And then the... Maybe Teshar is just ridiculous. Maybe it doesn't even matter if it was in human form because Teshar is just doing a whole bunch of damage. This is such a wacky comp. Teshar the Bruiser. I don't know what we're even seeing today, guys. Good old Bruiser Teshar comp. Okay, can we see the next one? Different player now. So many people. Actually, was the last match? I think the last match was. Oh yeah, the last match definitely was a different player. Bruiser Teshar. That was definitely a different player. So this one going for another Cleave Teshar. Wow, shocking. We didn't. Apparently, you never know because there are some. He first picked Antares. That comp is not, guys. Don't first pick Antares. He can be a good unit to pick, just not a first pick, because then you can just play around him. You don't have to worry too much about it if you're first picking Antares. This guy didn't even bother playing around him. He's like, I'm just gonna do whatever. I'm gonna take some wind damage dealers. I don't care about the Antares. Not even a big deal. So he just went for it. Wacky comp. This comp that the player near us is the player closest to us is using. That's not gonna climb though. Going so bruiser with the first pick like that, that's not gonna. And an early Feng Yan, that comp is not gonna climb very far unless they just wind up keep getting. No, the comp is not gonna climb very. But Teshar again. We're seeing some unorthodox comps today, guys. So we have the Ophelia Daphnis Teshar combo. What a meta combo right there. His opponent is probably like, I don't know what on earth is being used against me, but I suppose I'll try to counter it, considering I don't think that he goes up against Ophelia Teshar comes a lot in RTA. So one of the nice things about Ophelia, he basically picked 3 damage-dealing units and then 2 support units that are going to protect the damage dealers. And one of the nice things about Ophelia is like the Molong. He banned out the Molong because it had the AoE strip. But one of the nice things about the Ophelia versus something like Molong is that has to hit her. And then also she's got the shield, so she's super tanky. She just built fast and tanky, so she can withstand a Molong hit and something else, right? She got that shield there, which is very nice as well. But yeah, people actually do use Ophelia as a counter to Molong, as a counter to Diana also. So that's already a thing. She's not picked very often. She's more of a counter pick and kind of a rare counter pick, but she can be useful in some niche situations. So he sniped out the Wind Demon first. This way the Nana didn't lose all of her effectiveness, basically. I mean, Nana still has effectiveness as a defense breaker and attack power breaker, but aside from that, like, she doesn't have too much extra effectiveness as if her passive doesn't activate. So Sword of Gluttony, and that breaks through the shield, and she's back again. All he needs to do... Oh, hold on. Is this gonna actually... Oh, double stuns. Okay, I was gonna say, are they actually gonna come back 2v4? But that's a crazy match. Anyway, guys, that's Teshar. People are actually using him in RTA, which I think is fantastic. Probably they're so excited about the skins, and they're like, you know what? I'm gonna do Teshar this season. So kudos to them. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you as always in the next one.